Hello Steelers, and welcome to this special unboxing video. Now I've got this box here which I have stripped of all the addresses, but this has just arrived from Denmark. This has come from, I hope I'm going to say your name correctly here, Leif Lauritsen, and he has been working on a Battle of Normandy 1.9 Kickstarter. I think he's already done a 1.8 beforehand. He's done quite a few. These are 3D printed models. I've seen pictures of these over on his Kickstarter website, which I will put a link in the description down below, as always. He's also, at some point as well, I think this weekend, going to be putting out a teaser trailer for it as well, which I shall hopefully, if I've got the link for it, I will again put that in the description as well. And he's very kindly sent over basically a box of some samples for me to have a look at and to show you as well, just to give him a bit of a look at. So I haven't opened this box; it's literally just arrived. I want to dive into it. I'm going to dive into it here as well. I just want to say as well that Leif is an archaeologist, so big shout out to all the Danish archaeologists out there that are watching. It's nice to know that the channel is enjoyed by archaeologists in other countries. But yeah, so basically this is just the box, as I say, as it's arrived. It's quite big. It's quite heavy. And I have absolutely no idea what's in here. Leif said he was going to. He did ask if I wanted to know what was in there, and I said no. I want it to be a complete surprise. So you are seeing this for the first time as well as I am. So I'm going to look at these. All I know is that they are some Normandy style buildings, and they are 3D printed. I'm not sure. I can't remember again if he said some were FDM or some were resin, but I'm fairly sure we'll be able to work that out once this box is open. Well, enough waffle from me. You want to see what's in this box. You want to see what this Kickstarter is all about, and that is what I'm going to show you next. So let's get this bad boy open and dive right in. Okay, so as always with these things, here is the box itself. Let's have a. I'm just trying to work out what's the best way to get into this. I think probably cut our way in here and here. This time I've prepared myself with a knife. That's something I always do. Remember, kids, cut away from yourself. Don't run with scissors. So nicely packaged. Okay, right, well, first off, what we got here? Right, well, here's some lovely full colour pictures. So a quick look at these first of all. So this I'm assuming is the kind of stuff that's going to be in here. So let's have a look. So we got House 2 from St Mary Glees, the house today, that's a good picture, and the house in 44, and obviously an image of it. I think these are all going to be in 15mm. Quarantine Arcade Row, building 1. That's going to be interesting because I've already got some Quarantine buildings from elsewhere, so I could potentially build up Quarantine. St Mary Glees building 5. Again, there's some really nice pictures there, just of the buildings today as well. House 1, St Mary Glees, with lots of damage on that. That looks good. Rue Holgate 2, Quarantine. Another lovely looking damaged building. That's actually, I think I've seen Joe Bilton, Joe the Wargamer, making something similar to this, if I remember correctly. Famous photograph. And then, oh, look at that, nice half timber barn from Normandy. He says this is, I didn't find any historical photos, but it's very typical of the area, so that will be very useful. Now, I don't know if these are actually in here, or if these are just to be included, but let's have a dive in. I can see some stuff already. So here we are, just hopefully there's no addresses in here. We've got packaging materials, so get rid of that. 1 second. Just make sure there's nothing else in the box. Okay, well, I can see here we have a bunch of buildings. Right, let me get these all separated. It does look like we've got the buildings that are marked in there. I think he might have said there might be some rubble as well in here, so potentially I think that might be that smaller package over there. Right, so let's dive in. I can see a couple of these buildings here starting to take form and shape, so let's have a look. Right, let's get in straight away. This is going to be the fun bit, me unwrapping. Right, okay. Wow, that is some good printing already. I mean, that's the first one. I don't know. Let me just check which building that actually is. What I'll do is I'll unwrap all these. Oh, this is the arcade. I'll unwrap all of these, and then I'll do a proper shot of them all so you can see. So it's not just my fat fingers going at them. So this is the arcade, as you can see. Wow, the printing on that is fantastic. Bits of rubble as well. Always useful rubble. Great for scatter terrain. More rubble as well. Blimey, to be perfectly honest, I was not expecting these to be this good. That sounds awful, but honestly, you know, you never know what you're going to get when you get these things. But there we go, look at that. The printing quality on that, I don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't think it's FDM, I think that is resin, but that is absolutely beautiful, sharp and fantastic, and breaks apart really easily. Has plenty of looks so it doesn't move. God, these are going to be fantastic to paint. And as I say, there's some rubble. Rubble is always incredibly useful. Fantastic that. Right, what's this one here? So that is the Quarantaine arcade we got here. This is another one of the bigger houses. Is this more rubble? But these are there we go. Door frames, bits and pieces. Yeah, broken up shutters. So try to dig into these. So we'll see what else we got. That's the next floor on that thing. And again, wow! Look at the detail on that. Don't know if it's picking it up with the camera or not, but that is some fantastic detail on those. Incredibly well detailed. I mean, I've seen some great 3D printed material recently, and I think this stuff is absolutely top notch. There we go, that's another little building. Which building is that? Let me just check these notes. I can tell you exactly which one this one is. This is the St. Mariglis Building 5. So that's this one here. As you can see here, Cafe Hulot. So it's got the sign. That's the shape of its sign on there. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those bits together in the building itself so I don't lose them. But yeah, they will be great just for scatter terrain, just to throw around the building. Incredibly, I'm absolutely blown away by this stuff, to be honest. So look at what we got here. We obviously parcelled all these up in separates. Which makes it interesting. Whoa, okay, this one's got some interior details on it. What I'll do is like the others, I'll get these out. So let's dig into them. Some more bits and pieces there. These are tiny ones. I think these are 6mm. This is a 6mm example as well here. I think, yes, he did mention he was going to put in some 6mm stuff. So there's a 6mm version of it, which once again actually comes apart, and you can see it's even got that interior. What else we got in here? Don't want to scatter too much around. Oh, there we go. That's on frames and everything. So we've got doors and shutters. This is another building. The shutters on those are lovely. Let me just get the rest of it out. So you can see there as well, there's a 6mm version of the building itself. Let me just pull these out. So there's the roof with interior detailing on the roof as well. Oh, I know which one this one is. This is the famous one that I mentioned. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the famous picture of the US tank going past. I mean, these will do perfectly well for pretty much for any kind of Normandy style building. These are obviously all particular ones. Oh, there we go, and a wrecked roof as well. So we've got a semi-wrecked roof, excuse me, and then a wrecked roof. Brilliant. That's really good. So throughout the course of a battle, you can add a bit of damage to it. That's fantastic. That with the interior detailing, and then we've even got the 6mm version of it as well. There, brilliant stuff. Let's put those to one side. What else we got here? This appears to be the barn. Let's dig into this. I'll say the detailing on this stuff is fantastic. I don't know what kind of printer he's got, but my God, this is high quality stuff. It really is. And it looks fantastic as well. Just looks really, really good. There's the old the farm itself, the farm building. That's a nice little building as well, isn't it? I mean, that's just, very typical. It's that way around there, isn't it? Very typical Normandy style farm barn shed kind of thing that just fits with pretty much any excuse me, any building in the area really. There you go. There's a couple of shutters as well for that one. I'll put those to one side there. The doorways for that. Very useful. Stick those all to one side. And here's another wee house. The quality of 3D design these days, it just blows me away. Look at that wrecked Citroen with some rubble. That's excellent. I'm going to be using that definitely. Well, I'm going to be using all of these, but that's a fantastic little vignette, isn't it? And then yes, we got these. Here we go. There's another wee house there. And again, once again, that the detail on those is just cracking. I think really, really, really good. And then last but not least, this seems to be the big old house, the 3-story one. Some more bits about. I don't want to miss all the bits and pieces that are in here. There's tons and tons. We've got some wreckage, debris inside the building, and. Look, I see why, because we've got a corner of the building missing there. And then this down here seems to be the final spot. And another, hey, excellent, another wrecked Citroen. Can't have too many wrecked Citroens, can you? I see how it goes. There we go, a little puzzle. But yes, a nice big hole in the side of that building there. And that's the upstanding one. We're going a couple of bits of here, again a couple more bits of rubble. Stick those together because they will be great for throwing down on the table as a cover or whatever. And then another bit there as well. That looks like it just goes on the side of I think that's probably actually on the side of this building, isn't it? Just to have a bit of rubble coming out from it. So there we go. That's everything in there. They are fantastic. Let me just get these set up and we'll have a look at a little bit of a closer look at them as well. Just before I do that, completely forgot, here's another thing here. What have we got in this one? Another wee bit of rubble. I think, as I say, this is Leaf's second Kickstarter. Just a bit of packaging. Something in here. Oh, I think I can see what this is. This looks like a destroyed tiger. Excellent. That's fantastic. That's really nice. I'm not sure if that is 15mm though. It looks a little small, maybe 10mm, but that is a lovely piece. I think that is, yeah, that's probably just 10mm. Leaf, if you're watching this in the comments, let me know. But it just looks a little small for 15mm for a tiger for me, but that is a beautiful little piece, that. So here we are, just to go through them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings there with our 6mm one as well. A couple of bits of it. I'm fairly sure that tiger is 10 or 12mm scale. Just to give you an idea, that is a 15mm Peter Pig French figure. It's First World War, but just for scale's sake, it just shows you how big these buildings are compared to 15mm figures. So they are absolutely spot on for the scale. You can see that's all the buildings there, so they all break up. So they open up so you can get into them nicely. Really like that arcade one. I like all of them actually. I mean, these are really, really beautiful buildings, and the amount of detail and attention to detail that is put into them is just a fantastic. Interior details a lot of people ignore in these in models and things. That is just fantastic. Just the rubble as well looks brilliant. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed that video as much as I've enjoyed opening that box. Go and check out the Kickstarter. As I say, I think it's coming in October or autumn, he said, and I will put a link to his previous Kickstarter in the down in the description below, so you can go and check that out as well. I think these are going to be most likely STL files. I'm not sure if he'll be providing actual prints or not. That's a different matter, but he'll certainly be providing STL files. You can check all that out on the Kickstarter itself. You can get that from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But just want to say once again, thank you, Lee, for sending this stuff through. It's really, really appreciated. I will be painting some of this over, once I've got through the other Normandy stuff I've got as well. But I will be working on some of these, because I think these definitely deserve a place on the tabletop. These are fantastic. Whether they will be used in Normandy or somewhere else in northern France remains to be seen, but they will certainly fit in perfectly well in that area. Fantastic, brilliant. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of these prints as well, just because I think, you know, 3D printing is just coming on in such a great way, and it's perfect for wargaming for this kind of thing. Right, I shall see you in the next Storm of Steel video.